Hollywood with a leather jacket and a pair of aviators. But what makes Tom Cruise the ultimate maverick? Let's dive into the danger zone. We are now in the 8th episode of this Tom Cruise series where we look at his career from start to present, and today we are looking at the 1986 movie Top Gun. So this one is obviously special. I mean, it's Top Gun, but let's look at the legacy of this movie. First off, Tom Cruise became a global phenomenon from this movie. It totally launched his career. The film not only dominated box office sales, but it also increased Ray-Ban sales. The soundtrack, including Danger Zone and Take My Breath Away, is pretty much inseparable from this film. It led to Top Gun Maverick, where somehow Tom Cruise topped himself. Now, of course, I can talk about this movie for hours, but today we are looking at Tom Cruise's dedication to his craft. So let's get to the background of this movie. The Top Gun Naval Fighter Weapons School is where the best of the best train and hone in on their elite skills. When hotshot fighter pilot Maverick is sent to this school, his reckless attitude and cocky demeanor puts him at odds with other pilots, especially the calm, cool, and collected Iceman. But Maverick isn't only competing for top fighter pilot, he's also competing for the attention of his beautiful instructor, Charlotte, who goes by Charlie. More about the film itself. It was rated 7 out of 10 on IMDb and a 59% on Rotten Tomatoes. It features Tom Cruise, Anthony Edwards, Val Kilmer, and Kelly McGillis. It was directed by Tony Scott and released in 1986. It was filmed primarily in San Diego, and it has a theme of rivalry and camaraderie. So if that is your vibe, stick with me. Now, I like to always remind you there are spoilers ahead. I cannot say that enough. If you have not seen Top Gun, which I assume most of you have, that's why you're here, then please go and watch it and come on back to me. But I want to say there are spoilers ahead. Now let's get to the first clip. I know there are a lot of important scenes in this movie, and some of you may not be happy with the ones I'm choosing, but I want to show Tom Cruise's career, so it's really important to me that I show some range with these clips. So please keep that in mind. I'm not going to show every amazing clip, which would be the whole movie. We'd be here for 2 hours, so please keep that in mind and bear with me. So at this point, Maverick and Goose are already in this school, and we see Maverick and Iceman talking. Iceman is telling him how unsafe he is, and Maverick pretty much has to show him how big his is. So that's what we see in this scene, them kind of going at it.
Because you're dangerous.
That's right.
Ice, man. I am dangerous.
So here you can see Tom Cruise's abilities starting to peek through a little bit. You know, I think it's a strong indicator of why this was his breakout role. You see the dynamics that he and Iceman are going to have throughout this movie, and he just has to show how big his you-know-what is. He's pretty much egging on Iceman while not backing down, which I kind of like. All right, let's get to the next one. So here we are seeing Goose and Maverick in the air, and basically you can see Goose trying to, reel in Maverick a little bit, and Maverick just wants to go bigger and bolder, which, is not always the best.
Find Viper. He's out there somewhere. Stay with Hollywood, man. We're covering his wing.
So obviously Goose wants to cover the wing like they're supposed to do, but no, Maverick wants to go after Viper.
Goose, there's Viper. 3 o'clock low. Stay with Hollywood, man. We're his cover. Hollywood, you're looking good.
So basically he's justifying his own actions. I mean, that's what this character is doing. Maverick's just like, you know what, you're looking good. I'm going to go after Viper like I really want to.
I'm going after Viper.
So then he goes after Viper. Goose knows what they're supposed to do, and Maverick just wants to go after Viper. He's not really understanding why he can't do this. He wants to go bigger and bolder, and I like that Goose is this kind of voice of reason for Maverick. I do like this scene, and I picked it because you can't really see their faces, so their eyes have to do all the acting, which I really love. You see that a lot in this movie. Before we continue, have you checked out the other videos in this series? If you like Tom Cruise or action movies, please feel free to check out those. I also have tons of other videos about other random subjects, so please hit that subscribe button and let's get back to it. Alright, this one is just for fun. We see a peek at Tom Cruise's singing. Obviously, he would go on to do Rock of Ages, where he would showcase that talent a little bit more, but I love this scene so much, as do many of you. I just love these kinds of scenes because you see so many serious aspects to Tom Cruise. When you think of him, you think of stunts and stuff, not really the fun sides. You know, like Tropic Thunder, Rock of Ages, which I love. I mean, you know, Austin Powers Goldmember cameo, love, love, love.
You broke my will? Oh, what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
I just really love that one, and you can't do better than that, honestly. I just love it. Just so fun. So, big spoiler alert, Goose does die, and Maverick feels like it's his fault. However, the investigation shows that it wasn't, and everyone keeps telling him, you know, it's not your fault, blah, blah, blah. So, we see a lot of pain in this one. And obviously, he gets back up in the air quickly. He was told to, and, you know, just kind of get back on that horse, get back in the plane kind of thing. So, we see a lot of anger and pain.
We could have had it, man. I'll fire when I am goddamn good and ready.
So basically, when they were up in the air, he kind of chickened out. He was too afraid, and you can really see Tom Cruise convey that pain and frustration with himself, and he takes it out on him. So kind of crazy, but I love Tom Cruise in this scene. He's showing that great acting ability starting to come out, and I think that's really why he has this as a breakout role. So obviously there's a ton of clips that I would love to show, but then we'd be sitting here for 2 hours basically going over every clip of the movie just because it's that great of a movie, but we're not doing that today. So I am showing one last clip. I bet you can guess which scene it's gonna be. So we see Maverick get back up in the air, and he has Goose's dog tags in his hand, and he says that iconic line. He ultimately was a team player and had an outstanding performance, so he and Iceman shared this great moment at the end.
You can be my wingman anytime. Bullshit. You can be mine.
I just love that scene so much. It really shows how much heart this movie has. Let's get to my ratings and final thoughts for this film. I want to do a rating segment at the end of each video, so basically I'm looking at his performance, the movie itself, and cruisisms, which I'm always looking out for. His performance, I would rate 10 out of 10 cruise missiles. I mean, honestly, some of the scenes you don't even see his face, and you can tell by his eyes or his movements what he's feeling, and it's just such a great performance from Tom Cruise. I mean, look at these scenes. We have him nervously touching the water and such, him clenching his jaw from frustration, and then the eyes, which I've already talked about. It's just such a great performance and truly, truly deserving of this being his breakout role. The film itself, I would rate 9 out of 10 cruise missiles. Honestly, you can watch it when you're sad, you can watch it when you're happy. It's just a perfect movie. I really don't know how to expand on that. It's just a perfect movie. It's has great performances from all the actors and actresses in this, and then just the scenery, the dialogue, everything about it, perfect. Cruisisms I'm looking for. Did he run in the movie? I honestly forgot to look out for if he ran in the movie. I don't remember him doing that. If he did, it was probably around the volleyball scene. Not really sure. If you think about it or have watched it recently, please comment below and tell me if I'm wrong. Did he do a stunt? I mean, if you want to consider playing volleyball, I know some actors are kind of scared of that because they'll get hurt. I don't know. That one's a stretch. I mean, maybe riding the motorcycle you could count as a stunt because, you know, he loves doing that kind of thing, but I don't know about this one. If you think of any more, please comment below. I'm always looking out for more. My final thoughts on this movie are, it is a classic for a reason. I mean, you have so many iconic scenes, iconic lines, and a legacy that'll live forever. What did you think of this movie? Do you think my ratings were accurate? Leave a comment below and don't forget to like and subscribe. Next in this Tom Cruise series, we are looking at The Colors of Money, so stay tuned.